Formula One makes one of its biggest journeys ever as we go to the Losail International Circuit for the first ever Qatar Grand Prix. Just 3 races remain on this incredible 2021 season. Chapter 20 of the Hamilton-Verstappen battle comes to the Losail circuit as well. Fresh off the back of the controversial weekend we had in Sao Paulo, undeniably though, Lewis Hamilton's greatest ever drive. Last in the sprint race, first in the main race on Sunday. A true last to first victory over 95 laps. After this weekend in Qatar, we take a 2-week break before the final 2 races in Saudi Arabia. That is very much fingers crossed it's going to happen before revamped Abu Dhabi holds what's going to be the title showdown we're all expecting. In the Drivers' Championship, Max Verstappen's lead was 21 points going into Sunday's main race. He left Sao Paulo with it only being 14. Lewis Hamilton is closing him down with 3 races to go. Max Verstappen then has the advantage, but the teammate is catching Valtteri Bottas, the teammate of Lewis Hamilton as well, over the battle for 3rd place. Lando Norris and Charles Leclerc holding on 5th and 6th. Carlos Sainz dropping way back in 7th. Danny Ricciardo has 8th, Pierre Gasly 9th, and Fernando Alonso rounds out the first page in the top 10 on 62 points. Page 2 sees Esteban Ocon alongside Sebastian Vettel, Lance Stroll and Yuki Tsunoda scoring points as well. Then George Russell, Kimi Raikkonen, Nicholas Latifi and Antonio Giovinazzi seeds out the points finishers. Yet to score a point though is Mick Schumacher, Robert Kubica and Nikita Mazepin. In the Constructors' Championship, Mercedes is dominating by 521 points to 510 points on Red Bull. They swung it back in contention and has now an 11-point lead. Ferrari are battling Mercedes over 3rd place. McLaren's bad result last time out has put the favour very much the Scuderia's way. Alpine and AlphaTauri are still level on points, both scoring 6 last time out. Then we get Aston Martin in 7th, Williams in 8th, Alfa Romeo 9th, and pointless on the board is the Haas F1 team bringing up the rear in 10th. The night has set, the cars are ready. Free practice 2 for the Qatar Grand Prix is moments away. Let's take a look around the Losail International Circuit here in Qatar for the first time hosting a Formula One race as well. This fantastic 3-mile circuit has been on MotoGP for years. Let's take a look then around the Losail circuit, this time with a MotoGP bike. The only version of any motorsport that have actually been here that I've got a game out. Down towards turn 1 then in a Formula 1 car, it began to 5th gear, 160 kilometers an hour. A long sweeping right-hander that straightens out on the run up towards turn 2. 200 kilometers an hour in an F1 car, 5th gear corner, loops back out, little kink again to the left for the fast sweeping turn 3. 6th gear, 265 kilometers an hour, back on the brakes after a little bit of a straight to turn 4. 6th gear, 215 kilometers an hour, back on turn 5 as well. 5th gear, 200 kilometers an hour, and then just roll at the exit. Downhill towards turn 6, 3rd gear, 100 kilometers an hour. It tightens up midway through as well as you bank to the left. Down the straightaway then towards turn number 7, another hairpin on this track, 4th gear, 140 kilometers an hour. It's difficult to get the car stopped as well, even on a MotoGP bike, it just lets you drift out wide. Then you come through 8 and 9, the Mickey Mouse section that sweeps back on each other. 6th gear, 240 kilometers an hour, back down to 6th gear, 250 kilometers an hour. Down to turn 10, 4th gear, 145 kilometers an hour, back through the hairpin. Back on the accelerator then, through to the long sweeping turn 11, 7th gear, 260 kilometers an hour, back on the brakes into turn 12 at 7th gear, 260 kilometers an hour, easy through 13 as well, 7th gear, 260 kilometers an hour, back in there into turn 14, 7th gear, 250 kilometers an hour as well. Now you're into the 3rd sector, another little straightaway similar to what 5 and 6 was, but this time into turn 15, down then, 7th gear, 240 kilometers an hour in an F1 car, back on the accelerator. Only one DRS zone on this track there, and you come out to the activation point, which is down at turn 16, a 4th gear, 165 kilometers an hour corner. It tightens up a lot as well. It's another long sweeping left-hander that feeds into the right, down the start-finish straight, the top speed as well, through the speed trap as you cross the control line. And that is a unique lap of the Losail International Circuit. If you're a gambler, you might bet that in the next hour we are going to see more on-track action than we have seen throughout the entire Formula 1 season so far. We're at the Losail International Circuit for the 20th chapter of this 2021 Formula 1 season. This fantastic 3.343 mile circuit, 5.38 kilometers as well, has hosted MotoGP since 2004. It has been a night race in the traditional season opener. 16 turns has given us numerous fantastic racing. And now it's time for Formula 1 to try its hand at this legendary circuit. 3 tyre compounds: hard C1, medium C2, soft C3, white, yellow and red for hard, medium and soft. The sun is setting as well. The twilight is upon us as well. The track illuminated. Track temperature 31 degrees, air temperature 27 degrees, 48% humidity as well. It's all set to go for what is going to be a very entertaining session. Driver tracker, well, that's alive as well. Don't know how it's going to work just yet. We're expecting that to change for tomorrow, but there's a look at the circuit. A fantastic 16 turns as well. Top speed, obviously 8th gear, 335 km max out. Around the circuit though, 7th gear, 260 kilometers an hour through turns 12, 13 and 14 as well are the real parts to watch out for. Grid Network already coming in as well, saying good morning and saying good night. It's very much one of the only times of the year I could say good morning, good evening and good afternoon wherever you are in the world. It's morning over there in America, it's afternoon here in the UK, and it's nighttime over there in Qatar as well. And that is now more the Qatar that I recognise from commentating on the MotoGP for numerous years and seeing the season openers in Qatar. It's always under floodlights as well. We have the odd practice session in the day, but the track never looks the same. As soon as it hits the night, bang, you know exactly where we're looking at. 3 hours of practice then across 3 different sessions, 1 hour each. It's a total loss of an hour combined of what we lose then for new track data. Last year in Mugello, we had a 90-minute session to get used to the circuit as well on Fridays. But now we have only got 60 minutes, followed by another 60 minutes, so 2 hours on Friday, 1 hour on a Saturday before we go into qualifying. Is it enough? Well, no, because Practice 1 and Practice 3 takes part during the day. Practice 2 is the only session that takes part exactly when the race is supposed to be on as well. You may notice that it says Losail. I was informed that is the town name and the city name just outside of Qatar, but we are in Doha, and this circuit is the Losail International Circuit. We are in, of course, for a real treat as well. The Losail International Circuit is tight and twisty. We already saw several drivers getting in trouble earlier on as well in the Practice 1 for numerous incidents, so much so that a whole new floor and chassis is having to be attached to Nikita Mazepin. He will not be taking part in free Practice 2, so he's lost a very crucial hour of running due to him making a mistake and running off the curbs at the exit of the track. So big doo-doo for Nikita Mazepin there to only have 2 hours, and both of them not in the right conditions. So he's going to go into qualifying almost completely blind, which is something that we always like to see. Formula 1 drivers being pushed to the max. We've got some team radio from Lando Norris. Let's hear it. Well, whatever that was, it was just a beep, so not great news there. Megan Birch will be joining me in the commentary box shortly as well. She's just eating a burger. And some poppadoms, not poppadoms, what are they called? Prawn crackers as well. Yeah, they get dinner. I didn't get dinner in time. I had to work on the pre-show as well and get the graphics right and everything. I hope you liked it as well, that we've got everything needed. We're 14 seconds away from the start of the session. Josh Play says as well, watching from school while I wait for my next lesson. Well, be careful. Don't get in trouble with it. But the green light is about to come on. So the session is about to get underway. 3, 2, 1. Green light for a crucial hour of practice for the Qatar Grand Prix. Lewis Hamilton, the first car of the track. Raikkonen heading out there as well. Raikkonen's gone out. Bottas is coming out. Hamilton's going to come out too as well. Giovinazzi. They all need to come out there on the circuit now very unusual to see the MotoGP layout of the track as well. Because MotoGP start further back than the F1 cars are gonna on this starting grid. So it's a weird one, but it's a long run down towards turn 1. Especially on an F1 car. No idea if the driver tracker is actually working yet, because I've got no data on the driver tracker. I think it's literally just a photo at the moment. Not even got it. Risk of rain for this session is 0% as well. All admins are aware of map and switchable problems and are still working on the issue, is what we've just been told. So this map here is going to be fixed ahead of, hopefully in the second session, or maybe even in this first. In the third session tomorrow, or in the second session here today. But never mind, we've got the chat as well going on as well. Let's see. M says as well, wow, that's some dedication there. It's fine, don't worry. I've got permissions. Oh, fantastic. But yeah, this is a fantastic run here on the circuit as Raikkonen's out there. Look at the cars already. That black Mercedes of Valtteri Bottas glistening in the night sky as well. In fact, another fantastic advantage. I've got my... Oh, who's this walking into the side of the commentary box? It's Megan, who's only a couple of minutes late. So that was a very quick scoffing of a burger. And presumably chips and prawn crackers as well. And every single time. That's 2 commentators who keep doing that as well. There you go. Take off the mic.
I will always be the first one to do that, though. My ring.
Hang on. So go on. Go on, your ring.
I was putting my shoes on.
Yes.
I had my ring on. And since I can't really use my thumb, I was having to use my index finger. And it kind of bended round.
Is it okay?
Does that look normal?
Yeah, it looks fine. You've got 2, so...
I had to bend it back. So it's like, it keeps happening.
You've got 2, you'll be fine. Josh says as well, I'm too disappointed I can't watch it all for the last couple of races. I've been fine, yeah. Now, look at this, Megan. A crucial hour of practice at Qatar, and they're all backing up into that last corner. We know this track well from MotoGP. We're going to be racing it tomorrow in between the sessions as well. Happy to be back at Qatar for a 3rd time this year. We'll be covering a race here.
Kind of. I'm impressed by Raikkonen right now, I'll tell you that. I feel lower on speaking right now. I feel like my thing's lower. Best work experience ever. Said.
Best work experience ever, and Alpine. That's Oscar Piastri as well, is going on as well. Well, no, your mic level should be okay. Try talking now.
Hello. Yeah, that's better.
Yeah. I'm just wondering, Megan, your opinion. We heard in the lunch break as well the news that no penalty will be given to Max Verstappen. The stewards have announced that is it. They're not. They accepted as well. This is the big news breaking between the lunch break. The stewards accepted that the onboard camera is new evidence, but it is not significant evidence in order to... That was a big kick of dust up there from Valtteri Bottas as well.
Quite an orangey sky.
Coming out 10-11. But yeah.
Say 1-3 for Romeo. Just saying.
Yeah, Alfa Romeo 1-2-3 with Raikkonen with Vettel.
Now 1-2.
Yeah, Vettel.
Shivan.
Vettel split them. And this is Valtteri Bottas running off the curb and just exploring track limits a bit much there, Megs, and kicked up some dust as well and locked up as well, actually, and to go off and look at the sand off the racing line. It's quite a lot. Let's hear from Hamilton.
And I think Valtteri was just...
Hamilton tried to get out of the way. So, yeah, the news is that, unfortunately, there will be no investigation, no penalty, which is good news for Max as well. But
positive on the brakes here.
They decided, the stewards, that even though the onboard is new and they didn't have it at the time, it's not significant evidence to open up a penalty investigation. So, bang goes that one. Red Bull, however... not surprised. Neither was Toto Wolff, saying as well, we just did it to start them talking. And it's all come at the fact that Red Bull looked to protest the Mercedes rear wing that keeps moving around into the braking.
And it's Ferrari 1-2 right now.
Yeah, as Hamilton's sweeping around, it's Tsunoda now going as fastest. These times are nothing yet. This morning, Verstappen did a 1:23.723, and that was in the daytime. Now that we've gone firmly into the night, it's going to be a little bit of a change one. They say it's twilight, but the session started. That looks dark to me, doesn't it?
If that's twilight...
Don't look at the timing screens, Megan.
Then...
Fernando Alonso's gone fastest, 1:24.723. Actually, Fernando Alonso has gone a second precisely off the times this morning.
Don't need a massive amount of cooling.
She's had to stop. She's got a lump in her throat as I come through. So, yeah, I'm going to take these off because my this is starting to irritate me. So it's Alonso, Hamilton, Tsunoda, Perez, and Ricciardo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Megs, take us to the rest of it.
That was dramatic. Leclerc 6th. 7th is Norris. Oh, it's just changed. I'll just go through it all. Okay. 1 Alonso, 2nd Hamilton, 3rd Stroll, 4th Tsunoda, 5th Perez, Ricciardo is 6th, 7th Leclerc, Norris 8th, 9th Sainz, Raikkonen 10th, Ocon 11th, Giovinazzi 12th, 13th Vettel, Gasly 14th, Schumacher 15th, Latifi 16th, Bottas 17th, 18th Russell, Verstappen is 19th and 20th Mazepin. It was just easy to do it all at once.
Yeah, it would have been easier. So no
You need the
investigation.
flap adjust.
No investigation necessary then for everybody
Yeah,
else.
for me was either the tires or I don't know, but very poor grip to start.
Even
Okay,
Lewis
we
can't
try
get
again.
past
Single cooldown.
Fernando.
Say again?
Lewis can't get past Fernando.
No, you can't, can he? They're all desperately trying to hold through as well as they signal around the circuit as well. For those of you watching as well, I'm saying I'm watching this while doing my homework. Well, hopefully it's not too bad of a distraction to keep an eye on the F1. We will, as you all know, we usually do have the driver tracker, but it's not working at the moment. It is being told it will be fixed in before the sessions as well. So
I'm trying to think of what that looks
yeah,
like.
we can only say sorry. There's the group chat as well with everybody. Oh, we'll see you later for Josh. Any damage? No damage at the moment. But this is Sergio Perez being caught by Carlos Sainz down towards turn 1. Sainz on the outside. Lots of sparks flying. And Sainz has to back out of it. But how low is that floor for Perez?
Very low. You can see it's gliding.
Do you want to
along.
flap adjust?
Yeah, Sergio's just said over the radio as well. Going to need a new front wing here as well. It's too much. You can't do anything.
I think I figured out what this track looks like. A really weird kettle from like.
You do
60s.
realise you said that back in MotoGP's Qatar and Doha Grand Prix. You said it for the third time now.
Did I?
Yeah, you said it for the third time. You said it was
So
like a
I really
really
do
weird
think
kettle.
it looks like a kettle.
And Bottas's time goes to the fastest on a 1:24.421, but that's Hamilton stuck behind one of the cars. Here comes Verstappen, look. Verstappen's flying out there at the moment. Fast sector 1, but personal best sector 2 with a 28.257 down the long kilometre back straightaway. And it's Verstappen on top dog, 1:24.285. Now, he's on the medium tyres. Time this morning, 1:23.723. But he's setting it on the mediums, expecting times to improve.
let's go up.
Yeah, we're expecting times to improve. We heard from Perez.
The top 6 have mediums on. Just point that out.
Yeah, so that's Verstappen, Bottas, Alonso, Hamilton, Stroll, Tsunoda as well. Hard tyres for Leclerc, Norris, Gasly. Giovinazzi medium. Hard for Sainz. Mediums for Perez,
Tsunoda's doing a
Vettel.
good time and
Goes top. 1:24.223. Great time from
Ooh,
Tsunoda.
500ths of a second.
Ooh,
faster.
that's getting very tasty indeed to see where it's going to happen next on the board. So times looking good then here. And as we must admit, could be quite interesting to see what's going to happen in this session because, as I said, it's 24/7 access.
Yeah, so it's going to be quite dramatic.
Very annoyed as well that we don't have the driver tracker working for this. They could have fixed it. They should have fixed it. It's not that hard. Come on, guys. And also, we
Well,
can't...
don't we have...
Yeah, look,
that one?
we can't even switch it yet. Unable to switchable. And it's been said as well that it's known and they will fix it. So we can't even switch it to black up here in the comments box, which is what we have because of the map. So it will be fixed and we'll have our driver tracker back soon. Hopefully. If not, we'll have to find another way to get a lap attack on it.
I feel like this, and it's off topic, but I feel like that's more bent.
All right. We've got times on the board then, as one of the photographers out there. So Noda still fastest on a 1:24.233. Verstappen second, Bottas third, Hamilton fourth, Alonso P5. As things stand, as all 19 cars are on the track. Of course, Nikita Mazepin's not taking part in this session.
Why?
He has got a damaged floor, and he's going to have a whole new chassis after he went off track in free practice 1, ran over the rumble strips, and it absolutely cracked the Haas basically in half. So it's a change around for
Can I
later
watch
on.
that soon?
Yeah, I'll show you. And also for track limits as well, it was track limits at turn 4,
Main
12.
losses turns 4 and 6. 4 and 6.
Verstappen gets told where the main losses are. Track limits were turns 4, 12, 13, 14, 16. But that's all now gone. It's now at every single corner. There is discretion that if you go over the curb, if you put all 4 wheels off the exit curb, which is the purple and white curbs here, you will have your lap time deleted. So they're going to be very careful as to what they're going to do next. In terms of the championship, of course, 14 points now, confirm the gap between Verstappen and Hamilton. That's not going to change off the track. They tried to get it a penalty for Verstappen, which would have put it to 11 points. But no, 14 points the gap there, Megan, with 3 to go. That's a huge advantage, but not as big as 21 as it was on Saturday afternoon after the sprint race.
Yeah, it's not as big, though it's good. Oh.
And that's Mick
Mick.
Schumacher getting ready to go out. Yeah.
No, it's just been brought back in.
Oh, so okay, so his Mick's come back in then. You're right. Just like to point out, Russell.
Currently 4 tenths down to Raikkonen.
How was that lap? I think Russell asked. He says he's 4 tenths down to Raikkonen.
He asked it very quickly.
Yeah, but Russell's just improved up to 15th place as well. So and now Ocon improves to 11th. That puts Russell down to 16th, but good improvement there. But if Hamilton wins the next 2 races here in Qatar and then following off into Saudi Arabia and Max finishes second, and neither of them score the fastest lap point, they will go into Abu Dhabi level on points.
I hope that happens.
I know, so do I. That'd be fantastic. It's just literally a showdown.
Who wins?
Yeah, same level on points. Last race, it's a straight showdown. It'd make it so easy for me and you, won't it?
What happens if they both crash out?
Max would win the title because he has more wins, 9 to 6, and
Has that ever
Lewis would only have 8 wins.
Has that ever happened?
No.
I want that to happen now.
We've had 0.5 of percentage difference.
Yeah, front might
in
be a little bit on the
84
cool side
Proston.
still.
What if they go into it level on wins? Then they'd have to go
No,
on
it
podiums.
can't happen. Can't happen.
Why?
Because Verstappen's won 9 races, Hamilton's won 6, 7 here in Qatar, 8 in Saudi Arabia. Going into the last race, it doesn't work. If they'll go level on points, that means Hamilton would win anyway. If Hamilton wins the last race, they'll be level on wins across the season, but he'll win the title because he'd finished higher ahead.
Don't know what the McLaren was doing there.
Well, he wasn't in the.
He was just drifting on the racing line.
Just ignore Norris.
You've got to really spend time. Oh, that's Verstappen with his DRS wing flapping like crazy. Now we saw this, didn't we? In Sao Paulo, we had a problem with it in practice 1, and they'd had a problem with it in these last one in qualifying 3 on the Friday afternoon. So that rear wing is flapping a lot more than it's supposed to. So Verstappen with DRS issues, he's done a 123.743. Correct me if I'm wrong, is that not the same time as he did in practice 1? No, practice 1 he did a 123.723. In this second section, he's done a 123.743.
Your purple
so it's
sectors
close.
1 and 3. We're half a tenth down to Checo in sector 2.
Hamilton then might blow this lap out the water. So might Valtteri Bottas across the line. Hamilton goes top on a 123.604. Bottas closing in as well. Also like to point out that there's an oasis just alongside the start finish straight. A little lake just alongside the start finish. So if anybody gets hot and sweaty after the oasis, they can just jump in the oasis. Not the drink. Yeah, not the drink though. I could do the oasis though.
Imagine jumping into a pool of the drink.
Oh, yes, let's have a think. Who's
Sticky.
done that? Valentino Rossi? Anybody? Bottas then, he was fast sector 1 with the 27.276. Sector 2 is down a little bit, 28.024. But this should put him at least second on the board as he comes down the long kilometre back straight, opens up the DRS about, 200 metres after the exit at turn 16, and it's a 123.324. He goes top by 2 tenths of a second. He got 2 tenths on that last sector. That's a big DRS pull there between the two.
Where were we for MotoGP last time?
Last race, Valencia. Last week in Valencia. This is usually race 1 for Qatar.
You can really tell that this is a MotoGP
Track, yeah.
because it's so much green.
It's like Mugello, isn't it?
Yeah.
When we raced there last year. But yeah, you can tell Qatar is definitely a MotoGP track for the green lines. And of course, you're not allowed to touch the green in MotoGP, otherwise you get you get a penalty. So same rule for the F1 drivers this weekend. You touch the green, you get a penalty. So bit same as there. Ferrari have scored over double their total points from last year. Last year they scored 131. This year, 287.5. And they currently sit third in the Constructors' Championship with a big gap to McLaren, 287.5 to 256. So what's that? 11.5 points difference?
Probably.
20. No, hang on. 15, 16, 17, 18.
Read it out again.
31.5 point gap between Ferrari and McLaren now in the Constructors' standings.
Well, I think it's clear who's going to win.
Yeah, I think we all know who's going to. It'll be Ferrari finishing third. But never say never. These are tracks that advantage McLaren. Long, smooth.
And judging by their position right now, they're doing quite well.
Russell, track limits, turn 2, lap time limited.
Please get me a helmet full white for the next run. With the visor full white.
So
Yeah, copy that, Checo.
it's two
Checker, baby, cool down. We're bringing you the white visor. Cool down. Chill. We're bringing you the white visor.
Why does he need a white visor?
Well, he's got the white visor now. Look, that's the clear visor that they needed. That's the white visor. Is the clear visor. Usually in a night race they go for tinted specs as well, but some drivers do like the pure white visor, which is just like my glasses. Look, yeah, it's just a see-through section. As actually, let's see how much can you see out of my glasses. I've never actually done this before, but let's see how blind I am actually. I'm not actually that improves our quality. I thought I was blind, but that actually improves our quality, doesn't it? Quite a bit. Actually, it really does. We should get a new lens for that, because look at that. Look, that's massively improved our quality over what we were. Look at that. Look at that. That's massively improved our quality from what we were. Do you know? I'm gonna get some. I'm gonna cut the. When I get new glasses, I'm gonna cut these out. And I'm just gonna stick it over that.
How blind are you meant to be? Like what level?
I'm short-sighted, so I can't see long distances.
So is that on the like?
Well, over there, I can't read the boxes.
Yeah, though on like how far away from you being like you don't need them.
I can see the creation area box. I can see the Tesco box. I can see the fan, but I can see the
Yeah, though.
I don't know. It's long distances I can't see. That's why I need those.
Which one's better if you have better sight?
Short-sighted.
Should I change helmet
So
first
you're
before you
better
give
sighted.
feedback or
No.
feedback?
Having long-sighted
So helmet is not here
means you-
yet. No, actually it's here, so we changed the helmet. Go ahead.
long-sighted means you can see long distances, but you can't see close up. Short-sighted means you can see close up, but you can't see long distances. So I'm just short-sighted.
I feel like you're not that blind.
I also get a lot of migraines. It's why I wear the glasses when I'm commentating.
You're not that blind because I can see out of that I can see out of that.
Yeah, I'm not that
though-
blind. They just sharpen up my image.
Though it just wearing glasses. If I ever try any of your glasses on, after a minute it does start to give me a headache.
Same, yeah.
Because I don't need it.
I have to sort of wear them when we do the commentary, otherwise I go very, very bad. Bottas top then at the moment on a 1:23.324. Not a bad time.
Right, so looks like it's definitely. Oh my god, they're going 2 by 2 again.
They are, aren't they? With Mercedes, Red Bull, 1, 2,
Alfa Romeo
3,
as
4,
well.
Alpha 13, 14.
Russell and Latifi.
Yeah, they're also down there as well. By the way, Megan, my documents here that I have, my little stat notes are usually in my book. They didn't print the full page, so you can have those little stats for yours later. And I'll have to reprint them and put them in the book. So, yeah, this Grand Prix, the 2021 Qatar Grand Prix, it's the 1055th World Championship Formula One race. But this is also the 33rd country where Formula One has been hosted, and the Losail International Circuit becomes the 74th venue to host a round of the FIA Formula One World Championship.
Huh.
Yeah, no. It's also, Qatar would become one of the only 2 countries to have hosted a single Formula One race. The other country would be Morocco, that hosted it in October 1958. It's also, Qatar would be the first race ever held on the 21st of November. Just some little stats there that Lights Out blog give us. Which is extremely handy. Would love to give you a driver tracker, but as you know, it's kaput at the moment.
How about we
as well.
do a little facts thing? But not about Formula One, just random things. The fact that I get very annoyed at my law teacher whenever he leaves so much space on the pages.
Is this why? Is this triggering you? Did you think I was just really bad at printing?
A little.
Did you then realise that it cut off?
I'm hoping it could have.
It had a bad page. Honestly,
yeah, though, it annoys me with my law teacher because I looked at things yesterday and I turned around to her and I was just like, you do realise you're going to fit in 2 more things on here.
Well, this page was supposed to be completely full, as was this. So this second half just hasn't printed. So I'll sort that out later.
He's also scared to move mine and Noemi's table and chairs because every time we go in there, it's moved. So I get annoyed at him. He quickly moved it before we entered the other day. I was just like, why are you near there? He was just like, I just put the chair back. Like,
yeah, I bet that's what they did. Yeah, Race Directors knows fifth form of English. They've literally scratched out entire segments. Article 20 and 21. And Article 20 has just been completely scratched out on track limits. And they've put in as well. The track limit on the exit of each corner at this track is defined by was when no part of the car remains in contact with the purple and white curb. For the avoidance of doubt, drivers will be judged to have left the track at the corner if no part of the car remains in contact with the purple and white curb. So if you go on the green, basically, you'll have your lap time deleted. Lance Stroll could have found this out at the exit of the last corner, and he has indeed, running wide across the line as well. And having a little bit of an issue down there, Megan, as well. Is that going to cost him more?
Yeah, when we stopped, can you check the floor? Because, of course, I went a few times wide in high speed.
Copy, Antonio. We will check.
Is that going to cost him more later on as well? Oh, look, there you go. There's the barge bug on the end plate. It's flown off at the exit.
Give them to Red Bull. They're saving them.
They're investigating them as well. So that's down at the exit, turn 14, I think. So that's a 7th gear, 250 km/h corner as well in an F1 car as they ride through.
Do you know what I noticed? We aren't just saying the same sentences recently. We're doing the same actions. Because I was just about to stretch and I noticed your hands were up there. I was just like, you know what? I'm not going to fall into the trap of doing the same thing again.
I thought I just heard someone go off. I'm thinking this is MotoGP, not Formula 1. I heard a gravel. I thought someone off the track. But I've got to remember that this is Formula 1, not
Everyone's off the
MotoGP.
track.
Yeah. As it currently stands, indeed. But as I swear, it's had a bit of water drop on me, which is worrying if it's raining outside, but I don't think it is. So
It's sunny.
yeah. Looking on Esteban Ocon doing a lap time as well. He is up in the first sector, 27.638. Second sector time coming up as well.
He's going to have a good sector too, I bet.
Round out of turn 11. And improves a little bit. That long sweeping now into turn 13.
Ooh, Latifi. He's looking good on it as well.
Turns 12, 13 and 14 here, all 7th gear, 260 kilometres an hour as you ride up now, down towards
Latifi 10th.
into turn 16, 4th gear, 165 kilometres an hour, back on the accelerator, DRS open, 200 metres after turn 16, and race it to the line. Flat out, look.
Woohoo!
Cross the line at 300 kilometres an hour, goes P5 for Esteban Ocon at 124.041, so a good improvement time there.
For teams that aren't Mercedes and Red Bull, everyone's just fighting for position 5. You can just tell.
Reminder, if you are just joining us here, we usually do have a driver tracker, but with it being a new track, it isn't calibrated for some reason. So the admins for the servers for the FIA are trying to fix it as much as possible, which is great news. As Ted's watching in the back, Charles Leclerc doing some engine cover work and suspension work, just making sure everything's okay and everything's ship-shape, ready to go. Just engine... Ted!
I'll tell you what was happening a few minutes ago. So they had seen something sort of deep within the electronics box that they needed one of those sort of boroscope, endoscope, those flexible cameras on the end of a sticker-scope to go and have a look at. So they had the sort of investigation going on. They seem to have fixed with a very long, flexible torque and spanner kit what was the issue, and now they've put Leclerc's car back together again. So it seemed to be, it was definitely on the left-hand side pod. I don't think it was as far back as the engine, so I think it was
suspension,
rather than something mechanical to do with the MGUK, even though that's where it's situated on the side of the power unit. So yeah, a little bit of a repair needed on Leclerc's car.
We saw this a lot with Sebastian Vettel this morning, didn't we? In the fact that every time he went off the track as well, he was just having constant problems with it. We're going to have a sound effects lap, which I'm looking forward to, seeing a Formula 1 car at full throttle round here with Valtteri Bottas. Here we go then. Valtteri Bottas flat out for the first lap here. And let's have a look. Let's open it up. Here we go.
Here's Valtteri Bottas.
Bottas then starts a lap time, 8th gear, 335 kilometers an hour into the braking zone for turn 1. Down then, 5th gear, 160 kilometers an hour. Control the exit, don't go too wide as you back in towards turn 2 immediately. 5th gear, 200 kilometers an hour, right the exit curve. Turn 3 is a little kink towards the right as well. 6th gear, 253 kilometers an hour. Back down then to turn 4 and 5, a double right-hander now into 6th gear, 215, rising up, back off 200. 5th gear through turn 5, down there, across the first sector, time is up, into turn 6, 3rd gear, 100 kilometers an hour, left hand to hairpin, back on the accelerator now, up through, down towards turn 7, a right hand to hairpin, it's a long open corner, loads of acceleration, 4th gear, 140 kilometers an hour, turn 8 and 9 swings together, 6th gear, 250 kilometers an hour, into turn 10, left hander, 4th gear, 145 kilometers an hour, sweep back on, another long open left curb as well, as they rise, 7th gear, 260 kilometers an hour, in now to turn 12, 7th gear, again 260, same for turn 13 and 14, that sweeps back into a triple right-hander, back now down towards turn 15, 7th gear, 240 kilometers an hour, hard on the brakes, drop down into the left-hander, down towards turn number 16, 4th gear, 165 kilometers an hour, double apex corner, make sure we get the car straight, 200 meters after the corner though, you open up the DRS, fly it towards the line, Valtteri Bottas, fastest time ever at the second F1 car, a 1:23.154 as it goes across the line, and that is a lap of Qatar. I wanted to see that in a Formula 1 car for ages.
One
Brilliant.
of them wasn't even a purple as well.
Yeah, that was a third sector was off the charts as well. But that, I've been waiting to call a Formula 1 lap at Qatar now for 12 years or so. Ever since I was watching MotoGP at the circuit, I've been waiting for that. As Russell goes 12th, 1:12.991. Hamilton coming to the line then. Where's he going to go on the board? Actually goes P2, 1:23.570. So he's 4/10 off the pace of Bottas there. But hope you all enjoyed that. I've been waiting a long time to call a full lap at Qatar with an engine noise in the background, and it was Valtteri Bottas as we got the honour to call it as. Sainz goes 8th as we've had Gasly off track and continue to turn 16. Stroll's lap time has been deleted for turn 16. So is Russell's. Russell's lap time deleted for track limits at turn 2 about 15 minutes ago, however.
Stroll's okay though because he's 3rd now.
Yeah, let's take a look at a replay of Valtteri Bottas. Did he go all 4 wheels off the track? He did.
Yeah.
That wasn't on his fast lap, was it?
Yeah,
It was. I didn't know whether to say anything.
clear. I think at high speed it was still quite oversteery. It was,
I didn't see that.
was limiting me a bit.
I did.
But then, yeah, I think it probably would be the understeer because I had trouble with the rotation
Ooh,
and
Gasly.
the entries and mid corners, and then
He definitely went
exits were quite difficult on power.
That was Schumacher on the radio.
Okay, understood.
Is Valtteri going to get anything?
And is Valtteri going to have his lap time deleted? We'll have to find out because he did go very much off the track. So did Pierre Gasly. Gasly got a nasty snap of oversteer coming into the last corner and has dragged him wide. Adrian Newey watching on, the chief technical officer at Red Bull Racing. Looking good, but Bottas' time at the moment is standing. A 1:23.154 is the best time as it is going on. Not bad at the moment with 31 minutes to go of the session. And I'm tempted to see if I can refresh the page for the live timing to see if we've got a new driver tracker yet.
Okay, we need to keep the engine speed up, please, above 8,000.
No, we haven't.
Can I just use higher gears?
Lap time deleted. Valtteri Bottas has his lap time deleted for track limits at turn 7. And I think, has he kept his lap time? I'm not sure. No, lap time deleted. He's still top though, Megs. 1:23.324. So that 1:23.154 has been deleted by the stewards. That's the top time. But Bottas is still top, but by a 1:23.324. And that puts him 2.5 tenths clear of Hamilton. So that lap time, as you spotted, Megan, was deleted by the stewards, which is disappointing because it was an already up lap.
Yeah. I noticed him just like go off, and I was like, should I say anything? No.
Leclerc jumps up the board, goes to, actually says P11. London Norris is coming to the line now as well. So Norris goes from 15th place up the board to 3rd. 1:23.632. Beautiful lap time there from Lando Norris. Really starting to improve. And I realise why we don't sit down anymore for the practice sessions, because my back's starting to go on this chair. I remember why I started standing up now. But it's because I got a blister on my feet from taking you every day to college and back. So walking, and I've done my feet in, so I'll stand for the quali in the race tomorrow. And this is what happened, I think. Well, Martin's trackside, but we can't hear him. Yeah, look, he just got off the track, and as she said, Megan, on the green. So
The amount you've walked.
let's
Week.
just calculate, shall we? Adam says as well in the group chat, F1 cars at night is pretty cool. I completely agree with you, Adam.
There and back for me, it's 3 miles.
3 miles?
Yeah.
Right, you ready?
Hold on. So
have you got a calculator? Is there a calculator?
my brain's a calculator.
No,
so
I need a proper
I
calculator.
only walked back on Monday, so that's 1.5 miles. I only walked 2 on Tuesday because Karen picked us up. So that's 3
you.
miles. So I've walked 9 miles.
I've just remembered there's a calculator on the laptop, isn't there? So are you ready? I'm gonna work this out.
Remember, you didn't come one day, so.
Yeah, actually, where is it? Where can we put it? I'll tell you what, I can
Well, we're not
check it.
using the timing screen right now, are we?
Yeah, so I'll see if I can drag it and make it a bit bigger.
The
I can't.
tracker.
Okay, well, let's go to the tracker then. Okay, so on Monday, it was 3.43. So
Why
3.43. I didn't go out Tuesday, so Wednesday it was 3.01. Wednesday afternoon it was another 3. Thursday 2.96, 2.96. And then Thursday it was 5.05, so 5.05 as well. So it's 17.45 miles I've walked this week.
How much is there and... Wait, how much exactly is there and back for...
It's 1.5 miles to your college and 1.5 miles back.
Exactly.
And to town, it's 2.5 miles there and 2.5 miles back.
So I've walked 9 miles.
Yes, and me and David have walked 17.45.
Well, JD hasn't walked 17.5 because, you know,
And
you walked
actually,
to town.
he's walked a mile longer, so he's on 8.
No,
because
no,
David.
you've walked.
Yeah, but
longer.
David also walked a mile longer on Tuesday, I think.
Why?
Because he took you to and from college. Took you to
no,
college.
Didn't bring me back. Karen brought us back.
Yes, but he went there. I didn't. Did I take you? Yeah, I did. So.
You didn't take me on
I didn't take you on Tuesday, no. So it actually works out that me and David have actually done the same.
Right.
So it
Gasly,
is 17.5 miles.
second.
Yeah. He did that in free practice too. In free practice one, actually, Gasly, he was second fastest. So that Alpha Tauri's got pace around this circuit. So yeah, it's
We may have a bit of damage, so it might be loss of front wing, so maybe
what?
a bit more understeery this lap to take a margin.
I think you would have noticed.
We can go mid-6 in anticipation, mid-6 to
I think they've lost some front wing end plate or something around the circuit, or it's gone off as bottom.
Ah!
Paris.
I was about to say, was it the traffic dust? Massive dust.
There's dust. There's there's a lot of dust at the side of the circuit, as you heard Paul DeResta say. I wonder where that's come
Qatar's a very
from.
dusty country because of all the sand.
What?
I don't know what Qatar.
You have to talk louder.
Is Qatar a country?
Yes.
Yeah. It's a very dusty country because it's got some sand.
Who went off the track? Was it
I'm
Perez?
not sure, so you
There.
should look at Bottas's time.
Oh, look! Perez's wing's doing the same. Perez's wing under load at the DRS is doing exactly the same. That's flexing under acceleration. That's very, very bizarre.
You should look at Bottas's time.
Yeah, 1:23.148. So Bottas has improved his time now over Gasly.
Trying to get your
as
attention
well.
for like 3 minutes.
I saw, but I'm just wondering who caused this dust. Carlos Sainz moving out of the way. Oh, a little bit of a dust there. And that's the exit at turn 11. And he cooked up the dust. Oh, that's where it came from. And that's where he's lost a bit of his front wing. They need to sort that exit curb out because someone did it in free practice 1 this morning as well. I can't remember who it was. I think it was Tsunoda. Yeah, I think it was Tsunoda did it this morning. No, it was Norris. Norris did it this morning. And it's just absolutely very much a chaotic part. Still, red flag free. It's so far in this practice session with 25 to go.
Say that?
Well, FP1 was red flag free, so it's been FP2 so far. So,
why say that?
are we actually going to see the red flag at all this weekend? That's a question.
Why? Why? Why do you keep saying this?
Because I want to use my new buttons. Let's just see. Max Verstappen starts the time.
on traffic. Yeah. So you're currently clear behind 14 seconds. First car pushing is Ricardo, 14 seconds back.
I know what you mean. Radios seem too quiet.
The question is if we have to do a double call, Sebastian.
Either too quiet or too loud.
That's going to eat into our high field quite a lot.
I'm just waiting for Goldilocks to find the perfect middle.
I don't know what you mean. It does feel like it's either too quiet or too loud. Well, I'll tell you what, when I took my headphones off, I could not hear you.
Really?
Yeah, I couldn't hear you. So
Even just out loud?
yeah, I couldn't hear you out loud unless I had the headphones on. So God knows
Is
what
there something wrong with your hearing or something?
No, but God knows what other people have a go about.
What's if I just talk like this?
Yeah. Well, to be fair, you have to talk a bit louder to be heard over everything else.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm only a very small person. I'm only 5'3".
Yeah, but you've got to talk loud enough to.
just don't
Oh,
have the
Verstappen
efforts.
ran wide at the
what is it with
exit.
people?
Verstappen ran wide at the exit at turn 11, and that's exactly where we just saw signs do it.
There's going to be a lot of dust from that
Another
corner.
push up on this tire or not?
See.
Really need to get on with the programme.
Hamilton.
Lacking high fuel.
Can't wait until I was done.
Yeah,
with
that's Hamilton being told we really need to get on with the program now, Lewis. So
Very
it's go,
dusty.
go, go.
It's very dusty right there.
I'm replacing these next year, by the way. A bit smaller, a bit bigger. Cross, yeah. Cross it, and Verstappen goes fourth, 123, 579. Yeah, I'm replacing them with ones that you won't be able to go with.
You didn't hear him.
And one that won't fall off every time you knock it.
You didn't hear him.
Max Verstappen, they'll still be kept though. I'll put them on the auto sets.
It doesn't matter.
Verstappen goes across his P4 at the moment, but this is him going off the track at turn number 10.
I would like my mic shield the way it is.
Now I need to reduce them as well because I'm replacing my ear cups, but yours are fine. Let's
Come
hear
on,
from
flap
Central
adjust.
You felt a bit too aggressive front end.
Let's hear from Vettel.
That was useless. Hamilton didn't get out of the way.
He's not wrong.
He didn't, did he? Lewis just stayed completely on the racing line through turn 1 and 2. So
Why
yeah, a lot of blocking in this session.
is Hamilton even on a fast lap?
No, he's on a slowdown lap.
Then he should learn to get out of the way.
And that's Verstappen also holding up Max Verstappen, so Sebastian Vettel again. So Vettel getting held up by Verstappen there.
I bet it's just like these championship
Oh, it's Checo.
leaders.
Sorry, it's Checo. It's Checo. Checo held him up. But Checo did say sorry. This is a bike circuit. That's what they've got to understand. There's not a lot of room out there for F1
At
cars.
least Checo said sorry, and
Yeah.
the fact I can really see Checo through that visor.
Qualifying is going to be fun, though, especially Q1 with all this traffic.
It's actually quite unnerving seeing Checo's eyes just staring back at the camera.
Verstappen, Leclerc, Ricciardo, Raikkonen, and Giovinazzi, the only 5 cars out there, and they are all tripping over each other still. That is worrying.
Yeah, though at least
That's what's coming to the pits.
At least Checo decided to say sorry to Vettel, and Vettel's just like, it's no worry. At least you say sorry.
Yeah, Lewis, I don't think did. Alain Prost,
He didn't.
watches on, 4-time world champion.
It's just like these
Down in
young
Alpine.
people with all their blocking. They don't know how to block.
I think he knows how to block. Most notably in 1989 at Suzuka at the Casio Triangle when he blocked Senna. And then a year later, he tried to block Senna again, and Senna ran him off the road.
Exactly.
Give
they
and
don't
take.
know how to block.
Now, we do get fabulous moons here in Doha, but
Not that big.
Yeah, but I'm sorry, but Formula One, that is a very poor attempt at capturing the moon, considering I've seen what Dorna, the MotoGP production company, have done, with where your entire screen is the moon with so much detail and crisp in it as well.
They have a drone.
Yeah, that's a poor attempt there from Formula One to show the
They
moon.
couldn't have a drone fly
Yeah.
up and look at the moon.
Yeah. That's a poor attempt. Doha for MotoGP is some of the best shots in the world they
Is there a
get.
full moon today? Can you look that up,
It probably
please?
is a full moon.
Can you look that up, actually?
Is it a full moon today? Let's ask the watch.
The moon is full today.
There you go.
Oh, yay!
Siri says
I like
the moon is full today.
I like it when there's a full moon.
Yeah, you will. Are you watching Twilight later then?
Nah.
Oh,
Watching Vampire Diaries.
oh even more.
What? Vampire Diaries has more definition for the full moon than Twilight does.
Yes. Let's take a look at the 2021 Championship battle. Look.
Jacob doesn't need the full moon.
Verstappen and Hamilton switching over the championship throughout as well. Look at that. The 2 F1 sprints we had as well where
It's
it was
like they're
crucial.
dancing.
Yeah. Over 300 points. Look, Hamilton has won 6 races to Verstappen's 9. The fastest at bonus point, Hamilton had 5, Verstappen's had 3. Sprint race points, Hamilton 2, Verstappen 7.
I could also watch Shadow Hunters.
Yeah.
Mortal Instruments, because that is Wilson too.
Does this mean that we're going to have an F1 sprint next season? Tell you what, though, 22 races, the biggest ever F1 calendar. Round of applause, they've done it. Is it the biggest F1 calendar, 22 races? Feel like it is.
It must be.
However, I feel like 20 is about the limit. I'm worn out after 20, and we've got another 2 to go. Saudi Arabia and Abu Dhabi.
I'm just worn out.
Yes. Hopefully we have to do Formula E in Saudi Arabia. And then we get a month before testing and all that lot, so it'll be fine.
We're frozen.
Oh, so we are. But however, I know our audio still plays. So, yeah, there we go.
We're back.
I know our audio still plays, but we freeze, but the audio plays. So apologies for that one.
You think you can improve? Otherwise, we box.
Yeah, I don't know. The tires for sure is not in very good shape. I always had traffic.
Didn't lose much, and yeah, that's something else that's going to get improved over the winter.
What?
Processors for this computer. I want maximum gigabytes and maximum storage.
By the way, I need to put my photos on my phone onto
a hard drive.
Yeah.
I've got a hard drive for you. We'll do that later.
Can it be tomorrow?
Well, we have to. Oh, yellow. Have I cursed it? We've got a yellow flag out on the circuit. Not sure. Yeah, not sure where at the moment. It's sector 19, so that is down.
Do you mean turn 19?
No, there's no turn 19.
There's no sector 19 either.
Sector 19, yellow in sector 19. That's what it says on the track. That's down.
There's only 3 sectors.
That is down at turn 16. So we've gone green now, whatever it was.
What the hell is this 19?
Well, the Marshall post, so it's yellow sector 19, which would be in the 3rd sector of the lap, and between turn 15 and 16.
They have to complicate it, don't they?
Yeah, I know. It's yellow sector 19.
They should say sector 3.19.
It gets
or colon 19.
It's just look. I can tell where it is because I can see that we've got the Qatar map, so I can see where it is. On the map, the circuit map that I've got. Literally, we'll have to do a show around the commentary box at some point before the end of the year. I know we did one on the Instagram page, but honestly, we've got pages up on the wall. We've got the notebooks, we've got the iPads, the time monitors, everything. It's such a cool commentary box, this one as well. And one that Megan is going to have to get used to.
What?
If you're doing some of the pre-season testing. Well, if I do get to Spain for next season in Barcelona. If not, though, we'll be doing some form of shows.
I'm wearing a lot of black today, I've just noticed.
Yeah, you've worn exactly what you did a week ago in terms of that.
Ah, yeah.
Oh, let's have a Gasly.
Is the wind still the same?
Confirmed, same as previous run.
No, it changed.
Just quickly.
Swapped with Ireland's went.
Do you remember Turkey, where AlphaTauri's radio was really, really loud? Now it's really, really quiet as well. They cannot get it right. The team radios are really bizarre.
They'll find their perfect porridge.
But ahead of next season, 2022, new cars. Still, I hear these F1 2021 cars are going into a museum. The maximum evolution stage of these regulations. That have been introduced since 2017.
So all these cars are going to go in a museum?
The own teams museum, yeah. And then there'll be one. There is an F1. There is at the F1 main base as well. There is an F1 museum where there's the cars from the beginning and end of a regulation era. So it sort of shows the difference between the two, and that is what's coming up. Because we've got one.
Engine braking 10.
We've got the 14 Mercedes and the 16 Mercedes next to each other. We've got the 09.
So this regulation started in 17.
Yeah, we've got the 09 to. We've got the Braun 09 car, and then we've got the Red Bull from 2013. We've got the 2000 and. We've got the 2005. No. What have we got? Got the 2006 cars and the 2008 cars. You've got the 2005 car, which is a whole different regulation change because they had to change it again.
I was in a completely different regulation.
Oh, about 3 regulations ago. The car eras are really, really bizarre.
I'd love to find that out.
Well, no tyre changes in 2005, and that led to Indianapolis with the 6-car race. Your Your third F1 race was a 6-car race, if I remember correctly.
I like.
No. Yes. No.
Well, I brought the drama.
Fourth, I think.
So mid to high 29.
Do you know, internally right now, I look calm, but I'm actually really, really stressed because for some reason in my criminology, my teacher has decided, you know what? Complete all the tables for AC 1.2, and then for some reason said, and AC 1.2. I was just like, it's the same AC 1.
It's the same thing, yeah. Russell, we heard from Russell on the radio, didn't we? Just a second
I don't know
ago.
what she wants me to do.
Bottas is out there. He's done a total of 17 laps. He's done mediums, softs, and he's back out there on a used set of mediums now as well. I've done 8 laps. So he's out there on his original set of tyres after doing multiple runs on the softs. He did 3, 6, that's 9. 9 plus 8, Megan. 17. Plus another 7 plus 17 equals.
24.
So he's done 24 laps on that. So that can't be right. If he's only done 18 laps, you want 8 and 9.
So we're thinking 3 time laps on this tyre to get more on the medium, so 3 full-time laps.
8 and 9, yeah, 20, yeah. So he's done 8 laps on the softs and 8 laps on the mediums. That's understanding this tyre graphic a little bit better.
I think we're about to
for what
hear
we're saying. Are we? I think we've heard from Hamilton on Bono.
No, that was Yuki.
Oh, okay. Let's hear from Hamilton then on Bono.
Passed through the pit lane for another start.
So just Lewis going through the pit lane and here to do another start as well. It's a long pit lane here, like with MotoGP where they duck in. As a Red Bull have brought Sergio Perez in, and as I thought, Megan, they are trying to nail down their rear wing.
Literally,
yeah,
nail.
They have got nails out, and they're trying to fix that DRS open flat. They had issues with this back in the previous race in Sao Paulo. Happened in FP1. Verstappen has issues with the rear wing. Qualifying, Verstappen has DRS issues into turn 1 as well. And that's what's happened as well. But don't forget, don't let anybody touch Parc Fermé, the rear wings, at the end of this session.
That'd be bad.
Yeah, it's a 50 grand fine now.
See, they're doing pathetic shots of the moon.
I know, there's the moon. The orange moon, of course, for Qatar. Just a long time. It's a beautiful desert
What? They
race
have an
as well.
orange moon?
Well, it's because of the dust and the sun level just below. It produces like a little orangey moon. Yeah.
They always have an orange moon.
Not always, but just now. Because I've seen in March it's a beautiful white moon, but here right now with the sun still setting, of course, in Qatar, even though it looks pitch black.
I'd like that.
The sun is still right behind there. It's still got the orange glow.
I'd like
Here's the pit lane entrance as Lando Norris comes in. This used to be a runoff area for MotoGP, of course. This is the new pit lane entrance that even MotoGP are going to have to use, Megs, for 2022. And they're not happy about it either, the new pit lane, because it takes double the time. But, as I said, if you don't pit in MotoGP unless it's raining or unless you've got a red flag. So either way, you're not going to rush into the pit lane, are you, in either of those conditions. That's it for Gasly.
Yeah, the grip is pretty out of the box.
So, already... Gasly has been said about that as well. So we came through. Megs, Bottas still top at the moment. Will he remain there or can Verstappen find something?
I hope that he can remain there because I would really like to see a win.
1:28.565
You
for
gotta be
Bottas.
kidding me.
That time deleted for track limits, and that was his fastest time. No, it wasn't. It was his second fastest because that was the lap time he just did. So last time he just did, Bottas got his lap time deleted. He's still on top with a 1:23.148. Yeah.
Hold on.
I was wondering, mute your mic before you take the headset off. It's really loud as they go through as well. 11:23 to go of this session. As everybody wonders about the circuit and who's going to stay and have access as well. Bottas out there now, 11 laps done on the medium tyres, 8 laps done on the softs.
Mode T4. Gasly ahead may have a problem.
Well, Pierre Gasly's finished in the top 6 on 7 occasions this year as well, the most of anybody in the field combined in the midfield, which is great news. But Gasly might have an issue out there, so he's got to watch out as well. Sainz has done 14 laps on the hards, 5 laps on the softs as well. What is this? Make your 2021 Qatar predictions. I thought it was like a game that just popped up from Qatar. Reminder, just a couple of races left on the F1 season. Qatar this weekend. We take a week break before we go over to the last 2 races in December 5th and December 12th. We will race over Saudi Arabia at Jeddah. before going off to United Arab Emirates in Abu Dhabi at the Yas Marina race as well as they come through. I did say Jeddah, yeah. But not the Jeddah you're thinking of, the Jeddah I'm thinking of, which is Saudi Arabia's F1 race.
Say, don't tell the Death Star where it is.
Why, what would they do?
So not many references. Alonso on the medium, low 29s. Ocon on the soft, high 28s.
Is David back?
No, and Dad's asleep.
Yeah, well, it would be. I'll tell you what, though, have to build a wardrobe after this session. I'm glad he's not back yet, because I haven't eaten yet, so I'm going to have some food.
Yeah.
He's probably watching this as well, and he just said, oh, then, yeah, I've got to come back now. Norris down there, P6 at the moment. Sorry, he's down in P5 at the moment, coming through turn number 6 as it stands as well. Bottas still top, 10 minutes to go. Driver tracker still knackered, which is just brilliant, which means we can't tell who's out on the circuit. Current pace on the track, Bottas has a 128.2, Vettel 128.5. With Sainz doing 128.7, Ocon 128.7 as well.
Practice more management in 12.13. Practice more management 12.13.
So Alonso's 5th fastest in terms of the drivers at the moment on the circuit on this run of tyres in the long runs. That's an impressive stand there for Alonso.
It is quite impressive, though. I'm worried about like the degradation of the tyres with
all
the
worry.
like. There's loads of gravel around the circuit and the dusty track.
Well, Schumacher went off the track earlier and had some gravel attacks. I'm surprised that hasn't been withdrawn.
look where he is.
Yeah. Let's take a look at Carlos Sainz through turn number 4, running off the exit curves, and that's exactly how they have it as well. Oh, he is watching. He's just texted me. He'll be back in the next half hour. So I knew it. I can't get away with anything, can I? That gives me just enough time to have some food then. Those chips tasted a bit dry. I know. No, I was a bit disappointed. We can see I've got some prawn crackers.
Suggest green shape 1. Green shape 1. Vettel and Alpine are doing 29.0.
That's Ricardo.
I was going to have a drink after, though I had to come to the bar.
What have I had today? Oh, yeah, absolutely. No, I've had pancakes and a glass of milk. That's all I've had. Some American pancakes and a glass of milk to help it wash down. That's it. That's all I've had today, which has kept me going, actually. But I'm looking forward to the fact that we finish at 3 now and F1's the only thing on, because in 7 minutes' time, we're done.
Woohoo!
And I can literally just shut everything, get down, go into the house, and then just have some food, play some Star Wars, Lego.
Because
yeah?
Dad is sleeping because he's tired.
Really? I thought he was asleep because he was wide awake.
Yeah. You would have thought.
Yeah. 7:10 to go as well. He'll be fine though. He'll probably watch this later. Ricardo's had his lap time deleted at turn 2 as well, but this isn't the fast runs. I think we've seen our fast runs for this session, which puts Bottas fastest.
We have. This is just like securing things.
Still though, Gasly, Pete.
Oh!
What? Hamilton off the track.
Yeah, and debris.
There's been a lot of that around the circuit as well, actually.
It was like white. I think
little shards of carbon fibre getting kicked up in the air, yeah.
Not sharp as well.
I don't think they've cleared the track since Jack Miller and Johan Mir made contact with each other in Doha. There's Toto Wolff.
Do you want to know something weird?
Yeah.
I woke up at 6:30 today.
Sorry,
my alarm was off.
Sorry to cut across you. Is this wise for Toto to be in a full moon? Yeah, yeah. Was it wise to have him in on the track? That's the dust look. Oh, dust and gravel now for Charles Leclerc getting dragged out wide. So that's the disadvantage of what could happen if you get dragged out. Look at the dust though, Megan, offline. Then it's dragged into the gravel trap. This is designed. It's a deep gravel trap that's designed to stop MotoGP riders when they've fallen off. So it's an aggressive surface. That's Hamilton off the track at turn 1, Megs. Look at the dust offline. That's insane.
It is insane. Is this where?
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. Yeah, it was. Grid Network says, what is this on the Grid Network?
Empanadas.
For breakfast. Ooh. We had American pancakes, though. Does that count?
We did.
I was just a bit disappointed actually. He put some syrup on it, but where was the raspberries on top? We've got raspberries. Where's the raspberries on top? Where was the strawberries
I
on
don't
top?
like raspberries.
No, but where was the
No, I
little bit?
don't want
Where was the little bit of decoration? And why was there only 2? Why wasn't there like 4 or 5 dripping in solid
Because
sauce?
2 are enough.
Really? Were you hungry after?
No.
Really?
I'm always hungry.
Did you have 3 or
I
2?
had 2.
Right. Okay.
So I'm always hungry. I'm hungry now.
Everyone's hungry now. 5 minutes to go. I'm starving.
You haven't had your lunch.
Yeah.
I have.
When was the last time I ate? 9 o'clock this morning. And it's now 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Mum said that it was impressive that I was already up, dressed and about at 11 o'clock in the morning.
And yet you didn't come to the commentary box.
Dodo said he ran a tight ship and I had stuff to do.
Yeah, well, I'm not looking forward to that. I still have to get up early every day this week.
Yeah, though, I got up at 6:30, and for some reason, I got up at 6:30 today as well. My alarm is off.
Yeah.
I woke up naturally.
I'll tell you one thing, though. If anybody, and I mean anybody, disturbs me in the next 2 weeks while we have a break, literally, I'm blocking numbers. Because I want to be left alone for the next 2 weeks while I completely recuperate from what has been a very long season. Because I think with that recuperation, I can get to the last 2 races.
Leclerc, Norris, Perez, and then there's a gap to Hamilton.
2 seconds, strong.
The only option we've got, Lance, is to let 3 cars through. Leclerc, Norris, Perez, and then there's a gap to Hamilton.
Is there a gap behind Leclerc?
Long pause.
Is there a gap behind Leclerc?
They could cut this down.
Negative 3 seconds to Perez. So we'll get 3 timed. We'll have 3 time target 29.1.
Alonso said his lap time deleted for track limits at turn 7. That's live team radio as well. We have. Oh, hello. According to Ted Kravitz, as well, who's the Sky F1 pit reporter, Toto Wolff spoke to Michael Masi over radio following the Brazil Grand Prix incident, but this exchange was not played over the F1 TV world feed. That is very interesting, considering that we were supposed to be looking and seeing all those things again.
Oh, I remember what I was going to say now about, Toto and the full moon.
Yeah.
I was just going to say about how it's a good thing we've got Christian Horner there.
Yeah, well, do you know, actually, I now know what I want to do for the rest of the night. I want to watch Harry Potter.
You can take my things.
Yeah.
Why do I have a feeling you want to watch number 3? Yeah.
Maybe number 5. I think 3 and 5 are some of my favourites. I don't know why. They've both got Lupin in them, and they've both got...
I think we know your favourite character.
Which one?
Lupin.
Yeah, I would say Lupin's one of my favourite characters. The actor's fantastic.
You kind of act like him as well.
Fantastic actor as we come through. 2:28 to go. Really? Thank you. Does that mean that 2 of my friends are going to be killed?
I don't know. Pick. Were you a group?
I can say this actually thinking about it. I think I know exactly who and who. Don't you? I think you know actually. Who would Jack be? I think we both know who Jack would be. Who would Voldemort be? I think we both know who Voldemort would be. I think we both know who'd be Lily and James. Actually, that's good. Let's have Fernando Alonso.
Gap. You've got 6 seconds behind to Kimi. Use it up.
Let's have what's happened.
4, please. Strat 4. Gap to Kimi. He's at turn 15.
Question is,
apex.
who's Tonks?
Gap is at 4 seconds.
We'll find that out later. But, yeah, that's an interesting one, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I've never thought about it like that before.
I'm going to tell them that later, if they're not already watching, although 2 of them at work.
Just going to say, did you just get a text saying about it?
I just got a text from Kellyanne, who has said that our mother's back. She said, we couldn't call before as we had run to the gate to board the plane. We got here an extra hour early, but there was some security strikes, so lots of delays, just boarding now. So our mother, who's been in Paris for the week, is on her way back home. If you're wondering why David said about running a tight ship, Megan said about running that. Last 60 seconds of the session. Then, sorry, I was meant to say Adam, but we got sidetracked with the Harry Potter. Adam says a cheese Danish for me regarding breakfast. That's a wonderful breakfast. A nice cheese Danish. Do you know, that's making me even hungry now. I'm gonna go in now and have some lunch. I think I'll have a couple of prawn crackers I'll have that burger. Maybe not without the bun. I could just have the burger with a bit of sauce on top, with some of the burger sauce, and I'll have a few of the chips and then a nice drink and sit down and relax.
Earlier on, I buttered 3 pieces of bread, and then Dad said just like, oh yeah, I'm going to have one out of the thing. I was just like...
Hang on, did you end up buttering the buns?
And I buttered 3 buns.
Good girl.
So
Dad
said just like, oh yeah, I'll have one out. I was just like, then why in the world did you get 3 buns out, cut them, and then I buttered them? It's like, oh well, I'll just have one. I was just like, if you knew you were going to have one out of the thing, then why bring that out?
Checkered flag is out. The session is over.
He ate it in the bun eventually. He wasn't long.
Vettel 9th, Giovinazzi 17th, and Latifi 18th. Stroll goes P6 as well. Times concluding as well.
I know he's watching, either now or in the future.
I think we should send a photo to them too as well. Of us in the comment box as well as. They are just.
I look like I'm murderous right now.
I just talked through Valtteri Bottas. I'm making a mistake here.
Right, so Valtteri makes a mistake. I can see his face as well. What is it with all these drivers and saying?
Well, it's a night, isn't it? It's the night race. So
it's unnerving to see their faces. Mainly because you don't expect to see it through the visor.
No, you don't, do you? Bottas top then from Gasly. Bottas top from Gasly. Verstappen. Hamilton, Norris, top 5, Stroll, Tsunoda, Perez, Vettel, Sainz, top 10, Ocon, Alonso, Leclerc, Ricciardo, Raikkonen, Russell, Giovinazzi, Latifi, Schumacher, and Mazepin taking 20th place overall on the deck. Not bad. Lap times around here, though, Megs. It was an FP2 session that was full of action. They didn't red flag it. No big accident here, but for a bike circuit, I think everyone's done really well not to run into each other. I thought I was envisioning aeroplane accidents.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have said that.
Yeah, I was just thinking, why say that?
I was envisioning massive accidents for the cars. I'll rephrase that.
Take it back and say sorry.
I take it back and sorry, just in case. Yeah, but...
I know, really fine.
They're not watching. They're on a plane.
No, their planes are on it. Their phones are on airplane, not their planes are on airplane mode.
Yeah, that's the one.
Planes are always on airplane mode.
Back into turn 1, the plane's got Wi-Fi. Little do they know that EasyJet are just displaying all our watch-alongs. Yeah, but only counts as one viewer, cheeky buggers. Not the 160-odd people on board the plane. Watching on then as well, Bottas had numerous errors out there on the circuit today, but was looking good.
To the box.
Pushed turn 15 to the box. There's Max Verstappen, championship leader by 14 points to Lewis Hamilton. Will he be championship leader when the sun sets on Sunday and the racing checkered flag falls and the fireworks goes off? I wonder. Very stands a very good chance, but anything can happen. But of course, remember, if Hamilton wins, look, that's ominous. The two next to each other in the garages. Who designed that? Who designed that? They've put Hamilton and Max side by side together in the garage.
It makes it easier for them to mess each other
up. But honestly, just a quick one here. If Hamilton wins the next 2 races here in Qatar and Saudi Arabia, and Verstappen finishes second and neither of them get the fast lap bonus point, that means they go into the last race of the season level on points. I literally cannot wait. I cannot wait. This is going to be one of the best conclusions to a World Championship we've ever seen.
But just give yourself good margin
Very
to
dramatic.
the car ahead to be able to attack the lane entry.
It's one of those. It's one of those where we can't wait to see what is going to happen next. And speaking of happening next, we'll go through the entire results order of how it currently stands. I'm trying to find where the button is here, actually. Here we go. So it's Valtteri Bottas fastest at 123.148, Pierre Gasly P2, Max Verstappen 3rd, Lewis Hamilton 4th, Lando Norris P5, P6 for Lance Stroll, Yuki Tsunoda 7th, Sergio Perez 8th, Sebastian Vettel 9th, and Carlos Sainz 7th in the top 10. Esteban Ocon 11th, Fernando Alonso 12th, Charles Leclerc 13th, Daniel Ricciardo 14th, and Kimi Raikkonen taking 15th, George Russell 16th, Antonio Giovinazzi 17th, Nicholas Latifi 18th, Mick Schumacher 19th, and Nikita Mazepin in 20th. Megan, interesting session ahead of us then today.
What?
Well, what's your top moment in the session then? Who are you expecting to see is going to have like the big grasp going in for qualifying tomorrow?
The moment of session was when Leclerc went off and put all that dust up.
Yeah.
So I think that either Gasly or Bottas has quite a good chance. So also I'm going to put Lando up there.
I'd agree. I think Lando's got a great chance. Gasly is second in both of the sessions so far. Verstappen on top to FP1, but it's Bottas with a 123, 148. Looks like the 123s are the place to be then here. A very interesting second session. Free practice 3 coming your way tomorrow at 9:50 as well, with the qualifying session underway at 1:40. And then you can join us for all of the action from the race on Sunday at 1:30 with lights out at 2 as well. And of course the Grand Prix review at 4:10. Nice easy weekend this one. And thanks to Megan, my thanks to Ian Birch as well for earlier on. Cynthia will be joining me in the comp box tomorrow for FP3, and myself, Megan and Josh Plays will be in for qualifying in the race, and Ian Birch joining us as well. Josh Plays will be in the pit lane role as well, giving us some updates as well for what we need to see. But other than that, thank you very much for joining us. It is Valtteri Bottas fastest in free practice 2. We'll be back later.